What is happening? Welcome back to another week of Twisted Transitions. Boy, do I have a great show in store for you guys today. You know, we've got a special guest that we've been advertising for all week long. We're going to get to him. Got a couple of topics to talk about and stuff tonight, but if you guys could do me a favor when you first come in, just please hit that thumbs up button just to help the video move forward. That's all it does. It just helps the video move forward. So as you're coming in, you know, encourage others to come in and hit that thumbs up button. It's all the advertising I'm going to do for that stuff, man. I don't like to do all that stuff. But anyway, what's going on, guys? How has your week been? We are back for another one. I am totally pumped about today. We've been putting a lot of stuff in motion and stuff here on the channel as far as getting some more guests on here. And today we've got a guest and stuff on here that's going to give you guys some great information. And we're going to pick his brain and stuff a little bit today. You know, I appreciate you guys coming and rocking with me and not being at NAMM, because that's like happening too. So I know we in like this whole war back and forth. So I get it. But let's just start off by letting you know that I didn't have anything go on last week. It was finally an opportunity for me to chill out, which was great. I have no problems with chilling out and stuff sometimes. But we are back within another wedding week. I've got a wedding this coming up Saturday, which is going to be very, very good because the bride has a great playlist. So, also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we are approaching wedding season for me coming up here, which is fairly fast. I think once we get to the Valentine's Day weekend and beyond, if I'm not mistaken, I pretty much have a wedding every week going forward. I mean, people have been booking like crazy. Even when I thought I was going to chill out in the winter, people just been making it happen, which, I'm thankful for. Don't get me wrong, but it does take its toll and stuff after time. So, all right. So if you guys would just do me a favor, let me know in the chat whether or not you can hear me. Make sure I'm not too loud and stuff on here. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat so that I will know that we are all on the same page while I say what's up to some people. DJ 360, what's happening? DJ J Torture, what's good? The man of the hour, Marcellus, is in the building. And make sure you guys give me a thumbs up so I can make sure you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure before I keep going. Oh, Magic Mike in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mike. We got to get Mike on here one time so he can tell you what it's like to work alongside of me. He can tell you. Marcellus can tell you stuff too, but we haven't done a gig together where it's just him and I. I've been to a gig where both of us have been there, but we've definitely got to collab on something and stuff here soon. All right, everybody giving me a thumbs up, loud and clear. All right, so let's get this thing rolling. All right, so I'm going to get the obvious out the way. So, of course, you guys have heard about this new machine. Apparently, Alpha Theta, which is formerly known as Pioneer, has created another portable controller. And I'm just going to be totally honest with you guys. I don't understand the whole thing about a portable controller. Like, me as a DJ, I don't know any scenario where I need to have a battery powered controller just because. Like, even if you're doing like a ceremony, like, would you really want to bring a whole controller, to be able to do a ceremony because it's battery powered? Like, I get that some of the features and stuff on here are cool. Like the Omnis Duo, one of the things that's great about it is it has some Bluetooth features, but it doesn't use full Bluetooth. It's supposed to use another form of wireless setup that comes, with, I think it comes with this and the speaker, because the speaker is like the, I think it's the Wave 8 or the something 8. We'll pull it up here in just a second. But there's a speaker and also that rocks with it too, an 8-inch speaker that you can get that, the wireless connection and stuff between it is not Bluetooth. So it is, it's one of those things where, like, if you were in a park, like, it would be great if you were just trying to mix on the sidewalk. It would be great if you were mixing in an airport. It would be great. I just don't know what the full reason and stuff behind some of these battery powered systems and stuff are, but you can use a thumb drive, you can use a SD card and all that to be able to do mixes and everything on here. I myself probably wouldn't buy something like this, but to a DJ who may find some use and stuff out of this thing comes with a pretty hefty little price tag and stuff as well. Let me show you the back of it so you can see what the back of it looks like here. So it's got just, the regular 2 XLR outs, 2 microphone inputs, uses USB, USB-C. There's your SD slot. Let's see here. And here's the speaker here, the Alpha Theta Wave 8. So, I mean, this is pretty much where technology and stuff is going at the moment. So looking at it here, this is the combo that they're kind of pushing upon you guys and stuff right now. This is the new toy, but this box that's in the center of the two of them is pretty much what you would need to be able to wirelessly connect to this speaker. I saw it all over the place. I looked it up. It's supposed to sound great. I don't have a whole lot of info and stuff on it, but I just don't think that this is the way that speakers should be going. I don't think that speakers, I don't think that controllers, I don't think that any of that stuff should be going in this direction. I think there's so much more that could be done that is not being done, but you're giving us stuff to just kind of, appease the population. Because let me just tell you, this mixer and stuff, this Omnis comes with a price tag of $14.99. Like, for $14.99, I can get a SRT, Pioneer 1000 SRT. Like, why would I? Okay, maybe I'm ranting. The speaker, $900. What? I saw this and I just had to bring it up here because I'm not a person who is going to look at a piece of equipment, advertise for it, bring it to an audience and say, ooh, you should go get this. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. I don't see a reason for this. I don't, especially at this price point. You're looking at, what, $2,400 right here for a mixer and a speaker. I don't see where you would use it. Let me know in the chat and stuff. I'm not going to harp on this and stuff. I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention so that you guys are aware. If you are a musician or something, maybe you could tap into it because the speaker does have XLR inputs and stuff too, so it's not totally wireless. But, I mean, you can get a Mackie, Thump Go. You can get a Bose S1. You can get an LD speaker. You can, like, I know Alpha Theta took over this whole thing with Pioneer and stuff like that, man. But I don't understand. I don't understand it. So I'm going to stay away from it. But I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention just so that you know. I know it's all over the internet and stuff like that, but I think when everybody advertises for this particular unit, I think they're advertising it as the benefits. And this is just one that I just can't. I mean, you guys remember when I did the Newmark? After I did the Newmark and I talked about it, how it was a battery powered setup and all that stuff, I thought about it and I was like, where in the hell would I use that? I like this. And then I saw this come out and I'm like, oh, it's blue. Where would I use this? Same deal, to be honest. Just, more technology, of course, because it's newer, but same deal. So just in case you want to know, this is one of the highlight features and stuff at NAMM, if I'm not mistaken, this year. This and a couple other things. But anyway, I digress. Let's get to the main event. What you guys came to see is another great guest. Okay, let's not waste any more time. So ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you that this next guest is a buddy of mine, and I have watched him grow on the internet, and I've watched him grow in person, and I've watched him just take his skill set and increase it. He has done a fantastic job. He now runs a whole lighting section of a company. This man has his hand in just about everything you can possibly think of. And he's going to tell us more about what he's got going and stuff like that. So if you could, please welcome in DJ Marcellus Doe.
I appreciate the introduction.
Bro, I had to give you a great introduction because, I've seen you featured on a few shows and I'm like, that's how you introduce him? Like, this man does so much. Like, I think you're going to blow the audience and stuff away with all the knowledge and stuff you have of lighting, of running a company, of doing all kind of stuff. I mean, I don't think anybody knows your full background. You know, you come from
Man behind the scenes.
well,
Man
right.
behind the
You the
scenes.
man and stuff, man. I got to give you more props than what you're giving and stuff is. So that's why I wanted to highlight you and give you a great introduction today. All right, let's see. Let me make sure your image and stuff is right. My last guess, I had my image and stuff wasn't up to par, so I got it right now. We're good now.
Hey,
All
no
right,
worries.
all right. So basically, Marcellus, if you would just want to just tell them, you know, who you are, who you work for, and stuff, I'll just kind of, you know, feed off of that. We're just gonna be
Oh,
chatting, man. I got a couple questions over here just in case, you know, we run out of stuff, but
yep.
I know you, so I could really just chat with you, bro.
Yeah. So, I'm DJ Marcellus Doe, based out of Greensboro, North Carolina. I work alongside a DJ Rick Webb, pretty much running both Lighting USA. So anything going down with that, I'm the man to talk to. Moved down from Columbus, Ohio, a couple years back, and yeah, now we just riding this roller coaster and seeing where it takes us.
Now, you know, Marcellus. Now, you used to you weren't just a DJ back, you know, in Columbus, Ohio. You used to rock some of the biggest parties and stuff. Like there is, I don't know if you have it on your Instagram or if it's an actual video, but there is a party that all these college people just come into one area. It's 3 levels and it's like a big C, and
Yeah.
it's just people
So
everywhere.
it's called Palmer Place Fest. I
Yep.
used to run a little company back in Ohio University, in me and Rick's college days, called Brick Life Entertainment. And we threw this event that was in this horseshoe apartment complex, like JayBook was saying. And it was all student ran. We got sponsors, and we had over 3,000 students there putting together a festival. It felt like, especially during that time early in the DJ career, being able to pull something like that together with little to no money was amazing, and it always was a blast, always a great time. Pretty much always got too wasted, but why not? Why not?
Right. It's just an all college environment. I've had to move away from college parties and stuff since then. It's just been bad. It's
Yeah.
college parties just kind of go like this over time.
Mm. Oh, I
um,
went back to the college a couple months ago to DJ, just because it was my all around or whatever.
mhm.
And I wanted to see how it was, and dude, it's nothing like it was before pre-COVID.
Right. See, already.
Hmm.
So Marcel, so how did you get into you know, DJing and stuff like that? Like how did you fall into it? Like were you like a producer and stuff before? Did you just like music? How did you fall into DJing?
So originally, I was a producer,
Okay.
and I still do produce to this day. You can find my music on SoundCloud. Haven't been releasing as much as I like, but started off in producing. Really wanted to be in the studio working. Uh, then I got a gig where my homie's mom got me like a DJ controller as a gift, and I literally let that thing sit there and collect dust. Got offered a dance-a-thon event for my school, and it was like a 12-hour event free. But I DJ'd it, enjoyed it, and I was like, yo, this is actually kind of fun. This is another route of being able to live off of music, because that was my main thing, was living off of music.
Yeah.
So did that dance-a-thon and end up starting to get some homies to hit me up for their graduation parties and etc. But did those couple of events, and it was all she wrote from there.
All
I
she
was like,
wrote.
DJing is the route I'm gonna take. Did go to school for audio production, but that was mainly just to keep my DJ career going.
Got you. So now, when you up there, were you a part of a multi op or anything like that, or you just kind of got some gigs and stuff here and there? How did that work?
Kind of like an independent contractor. I
Okay.
just got in with the right people. That was just the biggest thing, is just getting in with the right people, putting on that professional level, no matter at what level of rank you are as a DJ. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And me and Ricky met in college, so that's pretty much what led to now. But getting in with the right people and kind of just doing little small subcontracted events
Oh, okay, okay, that's what's up. So when it's funny who like the paths and stuff that you just cross, and it just so happens that that person is doing something because I always tell the story of when I started DJing. I was working at Circuit City, literally. Like I was not, doing some party or saw some DJ somewhere and was like, man, that's what I want to do. I
Yeah.
actually, asked this guy who I was actually frustrated at the fact that one of my coworkers kept leaving at a certain time on a certain day all the time, and he would always have to leave, and the managers would always let him off. And I'm like, man, what are you doing? Why are you always have to leave and stuff? And he's like, well, I have to go DJ a wedding. I'm like,
Yeah.
you DJ a wedding? And he
Yeah.
was like, yeah. And so, it was crazy because I asked him, I said, they just why don't you let me come? I probably can do something like that. Why don't you let me come on? And from that point on, it's just funny how like people just come into your lane and you have no idea that is going to pretty much shift your whole life.
Hmm.
The whole thing. Because if you'd asked me back then what I'm gonna do, I'd probably say I'll probably work in retail, probably
Yeah.
get a job in some construction place, or probably do something crazy like that. But it's nuts.
100%.
It's nuts. But now you moved from Ohio all the way down to North
Yep.
Carolina. Like, now
North Kakalaki.
you way up here. Why would you come all the way down here and don't know anybody other than Rick and stuff? Why would that be the move?
One, better weather.
True.
Because Ohio's terrible. All right, and then two, taking a leap of faith. Rick, I mean, honestly, in college days, didn't give me a reason to not follow him. So
Right.
early on, he asked me if I wanted to build the company with him,
Hmm.
and he didn't show me no reason to not have trust in him. So that was it. It was taking the leap of faith, and mainly just wanting to get out of Ohio.
Yeah, yeah. And you made multiple trips. Like you didn't just come straight down. Like you were gonna kind of like come in here and then like driving back.
Oh yeah, during the first, I would say 2 years of the company building, I was driving back and forth during pretty much our busy seasons. How it is,
Yep.
um, I would work in Ohio Monday through Thursday, and then Friday through Sunday, I would be traveling down here to do a wedding on Saturday, and then drive back on Sunday to be back at work on Monday.
And how many hours is that?
It was a 5.5 hour drive.
Okay, so everybody in the chat, think about this. Think about this. You just first of all, you're prepping for a wedding in another state. Then you come down to the other state on like maybe either Thursday or Friday, and then you do the wedding on Saturday. You go to sleep and you wake up and you drive back home 5.5 hours.
Mhm. And
Five
dude,
and a
and you
half
know how
hours.
busy season is. There was times where it was like a 3 month span of me just consistently going back and forth.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could do it. Not for 5.5 hours. Maybe where you guys and stuff are now, I may be able to do it, but not 5.5 hours. No way.
Hey,
No
I
way.
told you it was a leap of faith, big leap.
That's a huge leap. So
Yeah.
so once you got down here and everything started rolling and stuff with Rick and getting everything up and going, I noticed that you kind of like leveled up in your DJing. Like I didn't hear you prior to that. I heard of you, but I didn't hear you actually mixing or doing any type of production work or anything like that. But I noticed that you were a little bit more crafty with the mixing, the scratching. Did you just like take time and just say, you know what, I'm just going to try to master this because I want to take this another level, or what made you kind of elevate your game?
So when I originally got into DJing, I was huge into competition DJing. So like
Okay.
Red Bull 3 style, local competitions, all that stuff, DJ Puffy, all them guys, I like studied a lot. And like that was like where I took a lot of my motivation from. as
Okay.
far as being a DJ, because I knew that putting some of that stuff in your sets to a specific degree would make you stand out from the others,
Facts.
especially in my area. So I mean, that's really it. Is in early in my DJ career, I was all about the competition. Wanted to make sure I had my Paratechnic 1200s and my mixer and my vinyl and my needle and everything. So
Yep.
uh, yeah,
So you were like almost like a purist. I mean, you wanted,
yeah.
you didn't want a controller. You wanted to, because if you
Mhm.
can learn it on vinyl, then you can learn it. You can learn anything. You could pretty much
Yeah,
use anything, any form.
yeah.
So what are you using right now?
Currently, right now, I'm using the Rain One,
Oh, okay.
mainly because I had a smaller vehicle, but now I got me a pretty big truck. So next thing is to upgrade, get a booth. I'm gonna build me out a booth.
Oh,
Unlike getting a custom booth like the Bun booth or anything. So
okay.
I want to go to build the own booth route. But yeah, uh, got the Rain One. Really waiting on, and I know you're gonna probably say something about this
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
because of what you just mentioned earlier
Uh-oh.
about the new Alpha Theta controller. But if they came out with a standalone motorized platter controller, I would be super happy. I ideally would like to move to standalone.
Okay.
I do think that is a dope option, but I can't get away from my motorized platters. So
Yeah.
that's the downside.
I got you. I got you. So, well, I wasn't. Maybe I was knocking that thing. I, I sometimes I'm just so curious on what these guys are thinking. Like I know, like even when they put the commercial and stuff out for equipment and stuff like that, like they are advertising that this DJ just sets up in this remote location and all of a sudden he
Yeah.
can just throw a speaker up and have battery powered mixer and it just all goes great. Like that doesn't happen in South and North Carolina. That happens in California. Like, is that what this is for?
But I'm blaming it on the growth of TikTok DJs.
Yes.
Uh, that's what I'm blaming it on, and the idea of that is what I think it's aimed for. Um, Me personally, I think it's a huge waste of money.
It
Like you were
is.
saying,
Yeah.
for $1,500, you can get a SC Live 4 and a Jackery.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now you got a standalone 4-unit controller with speakers built into it. If you really wanted to have a small little portable setup, but I call Pioneer the Apple of the DJ
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Because they'll put out anything and put a little icing on the top and say, here, it's different. Oh, we switched this, or oh, this is because I think they made that to compete with who was that? The Denon
Yeah,
Prime
the
Go and the
Prime Go
Newmark.
and mhm,
They both kind of came out with something very similar. So like Pioneer or Alpha Theta is kind of like yeah, let's just throw our piece out there and then coming up with in the summertime we'll give them a new controller because I even
yeah,
saw that what is it, the Opius or something, like it's
yeah,
another one, the black and gold one. I'm like,
mhm,
what is this? Like, how many DJs are buying this? You
mm-mm,
can't. I know you're not selling this like
mm-mm.
that.
They're not selling like that.
I mean, people are buying controllers. People are buying, motorized platters. That's what people want now. That's where
Yeah,
the industry and stuff is going. Even people who don't scratch
yeah,
want the motorized platters because it at least looks good. I mean,
mhm,
that's not the best option to have because, because it looks good. You definitely want to hone in
yeah,
your craft. But, so I've seen just about every style of DJ. I've seen
yeah,
the ones that just have it all and stuff like that for you to be able to see, and it's really all for show. It's really
yeah,
smoke and mirrors. And then
100%.
I've seen the greats who have, just like, the perfect setup that you would ideally want to go for, but nobody has that in the wedding industry. Nobody has that in the industry that we use. I mean, if you're going to do battle, then yeah, absolutely. Your Puffies, your
Yeah,
Scratch Bastards, your all of them, they have that equipment. But if you're trying to market to us,
yeah,
you have to get simple and make it easier. Just the same way that you went from crates to a laptop, you have to make
yeah,
it that simple for us to be able to buy it. And that's really the formula. It's so easy, just like how your lighting. What a great segue to go into lighting and stuff, because lighting used to be a pain in my ass, but now it is so much easier because of both lighting. And I'm not going to lie, I was a brand whore. I stuck with American DJ relentlessly. I would push them. I would, because that's all I saw. Yeah. That's all I saw. And then both came along, and I think Rick was like one of the first people to really advertise it on a bigger platform. And when he did, you could see like, wait a minute, why am I paying $400 for one light when both has the same light and it's $200? And I'm just like, hold on a second, like, is good? And so tell us about both lighting. Tell us how that came to be.
So Rick pretty much created both lighting, obviously by doing reviews, really pushing the product, and now we kind of grown in up to be the sole dealer here in the United States. We do have a warehouse here in North Carolina, but we sell lighting, trying to make lighting easy for everybody, including and also offering a lot of extra benefits that you don't get from buying directly. So we offer a 3R guarantee, which means we will repair, replace, or refund you for your lights if anything goes wrong or if anything gets damaged. And then we do things like the pre-programmed sound switch profile. That's kind of what I mainly do right now. And that is just allowing DJs to have a better light show without going through the hassle of trying to learn DMX. And then keeping it all in one ecosystem. I know how you said you're a brand whore, but luckily being a brand whore with us, we won't break your pockets.
There
you know?
You go.
So
that part.
And that's included in all those lights are included in that setup so that you can grow. So your setup can grow with you, and that you don't have to worry about learning anything about lighting, but still providing an awesome light show to your clients.
Now, one of the things that I absolutely love about both lighting is the fact that, all those DJs, and if you're listening to this on repeat or whenever you're listening to this, if you have a Chauvet wash bar or whatever those things are, if you have that, you need to immediately trash that. You need to get rid of that. That thing is pointless. It is pointless. If you do weddings, you should not have that bar. Okay. The reason I say that is because these guys offer uplighting. These guys offer
the 360 tube.
The 360 tubes. They offer the moving heads. They offer cold sparks.
Cold sparks, dancing on a cloud machine.
Right. They offer cases. They offer, everything, and you can get it for an affordable price. Like I love the quantity and stuff you can get for the pricing, whereas before the quantity didn't match the prices. I'm going to just tell you right now, both lighting is about to corner this market. It just is. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. There's no way. That's like seeing two of the same cars sitting beside each other, and one of them being $300 cheaper, and the other one you're getting from an actual dealer. But it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. They work the same. And what he's telling you about the 3Rs, he's saying, I have witnessed this myself. I had an uplight go out and stuff on me. It was a battery issue. And up Marcellus, and he was like, yeah, bro, just put in the claim and stuff real quick. I put in the claim. He shipped it, and I got it like maybe a day or two later at the most. I was able to change the battery myself because they give you a video to show you how to change the battery and stuff too. So there's a lot of great benefits and stuff to have. And I know a lot of you guys are going towards those 360 tubes. God bless you if you do, but that just ain't me. I don't do the 360 tubes yet. But
you got to get you some tubes, my guy. You got to get you some tubes.
I'm not there yet. I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I'm
Tubes,
not there yet.
you behind the trend if you don't get you some tubes. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Let me
You
tell
gonna
you.
get
Let me ask you, Marcellus, what's your favorite setup right now? If you had to set up a wedding right now for simplicity and give them the most bang for their buck, what equipment are you using as far as lighting?
I'm using 16 IR4s. I'm using 2 wash movers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm using my 4 360 tubes.
I love everything you said except for them 362. I love everything you said. See, I'm all the way there except for them 362s. They're everywhere. It's too trendy for me. For me, it's too
That's why
trendy.
you gotta get it, because you gonna lose some bookings because you ain't got.
I feel like it's just one more thing to take down at night. Like if you just use the
They're
362s,
simple. They're
it's
battery
great.
powered and simple. You literally unscrew the base and you put it in the bag, and it's a wrap. You want to
He's trying
talk
to.
about the easiest, most effective lighting is the 362.
And
Why? Because especially if you, let's go to legit. Um, especially if you place them in the middle of the floor or around the dance floor. Now you got pretty much full dance floor lighting.
so you don't feel like this is just one more thing for somebody to, the drunk people to come knock over. I mean, think about this. You're getting a custom booth built soon, okay? So you've got your custom booth out there because, that's the wave and stuff now. That's already trendy now. So you got your booth out there, and now your lights, probably next to you or, behind you or beside you is the 362. So when they come and ask for a request, they're just like, oh, look light, and, knock that down or fall over on that or grab that or want to
Dude,
dance and use that as a microphone.
Many events with kids and everything. No problems at all.
He's selling me on it, guys. He's trying to. He's trying to sell me on the 360. If you see me with
No problems
362s, it's
at
because of him.
all. Hey, we're going to get you some 362s by Rick's wedding.
No.
You're going to be going back home with 362s.
No. And I know what is that? Departed favor? The party. Everybody 362s. But I will vouch for those IR4s, and because I love those. I mean, it's literally the small lights that I advertise on here, the square ones that have the 4 lights. I mean, you can literally put these things and they are just out of the way and give the same effect as what some of these Chauvet wedges and all of them get for less price. I mean, it is perfect, and they're easy to charge. Like the charging case, I still have mine, and once you learn how to get the wires and stuff to kind of lay down in the box so that you can just put the lights in at the end of the night, it is so easy to charge it because you just plug them all up, plug in the side, boom, boom, good. Now, are you guys about to come out with something to hold more than just the 6 or what is it? Is it 6 or 8? It's 8. Yeah, you about to have something that plugs and connects more than 8?
For the IR4s?
Yeah.
Nah, we probably just keep it at the 8 case. It's already too small and compact. I wouldn't think you would really want any more. There is this one guy who's on our social media. He bought like a gator case, and he was able to fit 20 in a gator case. Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's an option there, is you can fit 20 in a gator case. You can fit 2 extra lights in the side there though, so you can technically fit 10 in each case.
Are you talking about the side that has like that opening for where the remotes and stuff are?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You can fit 2 extra lights there. So we have done that multiple occasions where we had totems or something, so we need to take a couple extra up lights.
Now, do you think the IR4s are going to be replacing the the S4s? Is that what the other ones are called, the taller ones?
No, we won't get rid of the S4s, mainly because the S4s do offer a better signal.
Okay.
So when you working with larger venues with the antenna, or you doing outside events where you may be placing up lights everywhere, the S4s do come in clutch.
Oh yeah, let me see if I have that video here. I made like a little small video. Hold on one second. Let's see if I have it. I think I do. he's not lying about the distance. Is what I was gonna say. I did this one event and I was inside this greenhouse, and I used the Wolf Mix WMX1, and I had a dongle connected to it, and inside this greenhouse, and I had to shoot a signal over to a tent that probably was like 50 to 60 yards away from me. But if I'm in this room, you have to go outside and go to the right, and you're in this tent, and it still was receiving the signal and changing on time. Like I could do it real time from over here, and I had somebody go over there and tell me, give me a thumbs up whether or not it was changing. It was changing real time. Let me see if I have that video. Hold on one second.
Yeah. 360, the S6s are about the same as well. Those won't be really going anywhere. The main differences between the S4s and the S6s is the S6s got a wider coverage angle. But I recommend the S4s if you are going to get one of the bigger lights, due to longer battery life, because you don't got 6 diodes killing all your battery.
All right, almost there. Desktop. What's it called? Image 50, 60. Is that this one? Yeah, that's this one. Okay, let's see if this will play. Hold on. So I wanted to jump in here real quick about these both uplighting. Now, let me just show you. So we've got them set up in these trees and stuff right here. And we've got the little antenna and stuff out of the side of it. And it's giving us good range and stuff here. But I want you guys to see how far it is. It's literally way over there in that building is the transmitter. And these are still responding to it. So the distance and stuff on these guys is absolutely incredible. Incredible. Can't say enough about those. All right, back to the show. Yeah, you can hear that saxophonist and stuff playing during that time, but I was blown away and stuff about how far the distance and stuff goes. And if you pull that little antenna and stuff out the side, like it's just nuts. Like I was wondering how far I could go and stuff with it. Recently I did a speakeasy, and just had to set it up on a specific color, so I didn't bring my lighting control or anything like that, but I set it up, and they started like feeding off of each other. And I was like, wait, I don't even have them set up master slave. And they were like, yep, I noticed you here. I noticed you here. Yeah, we're just going to go together and we're going to make it work. And it worked all night. And it was crazy. And I have to use them again this weekend. I mean, trust me, guys, when I say that I use these products that we're talking about, and I will forever push these until something terrible happens to
Click link in the bio.
Right. Click the link and stuff in the bio. I do have a link and stuff in the bio for you guys to check it out for any of your lighting needs. I have yet to try out the moving heads, which I probably am going to go to next, because I think my 4Zs from ADJ, I think they're getting up there. It's almost time to look for an alternative, so I'll probably be looking at, and I really like the wash moving heads that you guys have, and and I like it in white. I am going to try probably my first light from you guys in white. I usually don't do that because the scratches get all crazy and stuff on it, but I'm going to try my first light in white.
We just switched over all ours to white that we use as a company, and we also switched to using them on the gravity stand with the little base plate to mount it on top of the gravity stand, besides using totems.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't chose that route yet, I highly recommend, unless the client is just like, I don't like it. But realistically, I doubt the client really knows the difference unless you tell them like, yo, we're going to have this light on a totem, or we're going to have this light on a T-bar type of stand. But yeah, gravity stands is definitely the new route as far as placing movers on like a totem style method.
I agree, and I think the evolution of that is coming too, because before everybody was using the global truss, using global truss and stuff all the time. Then People went to
Hmm.
Rockville. That's the ones that I have and stuff currently. Where there's nothing in the middle, and now people are kind of shifting towards gravity stands. So it's all about just making sure you're staying up to date and aesthetically pleasing. We talked about that on this show and stuff multiple times. Coordinators will book you just based on the fact of not only can you DJ, but are you aesthetically pleasing? Are you able to fit in with the decor that they have come up with for the couple? And I like having my lighting, my sound, my setup and stuff all to match and mimic what they already have and stuff in there. And plus just give them a great light show. Like tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to give them a hell of a light show, and it's going to be absolutely nuts. But I did hear you
Yeah.
say that you program Sound Switch.
Yes. So on bothlightingusa.com, we created a pre-programmed profile that pretty much, like I said, allows for you to buy lights, install the software, install the profile, and have a working light show without doing any DMXing yourself. We have sold to a lot of DJs over the United States and even a couple in England and stuff. And we got like a subscription service along with it to get allow some more deep dive into your sound switch profile or into your setup if you want to elaborate on it a little bit more or add things. But roughly, if you don't have fixtures that aren't both lighting, it takes about 5 minutes to add those fixtures into the profile. But the whole idea is just pretty much making lighting easy for all DJs, and it's another selling point for your client. So it's another reason for them to choose you. You know why? Because your lights aren't going to be doing crazy stuff when they're dancing, and I mean when it's time for dinner and a cocktail hour, and then when it's time to dance, it's going to be synchronized to the music.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how important that is, guys, because you guys really railroad me on some of these videos. I can have some of the best mixes on a video, and all you guys can see is the fact that the lights are doing the same thing on each side. I'm like, why is that the focal point when I've got this music going crazy and stuff? And people kill me and stuff on that stuff. But let me tell you how important and stuff that is. He's basically saying that you get the whole program and stuff for Sound Switch, and you basically, am I saying this right, Marcel? You can press a button and it's a whole show. It's like
Pretty
it's
much.
right.
So you press one, you can pretty much press a button and it's going to react to your music and do crazy things here and there. And then when it's not time to be crazy, so say toast come back in, you can press a button and now the lights are going to be a static scene, look elegant and good for your client.
That is absolutely perfect. And another great thing about both lighting is that all of their fixtures are compatible with some of the latest technology. The Wolf Mix came out 2 years ago, and every both lighting that I've had has been compatible. It works with it. It works with it flawlessly. It doesn't, have to give. I don't have to put in like a generic fixture. It just works with it flawlessly. And then Sound Switch works with it, and I think the Airstream and stuff that I had before worked with it. So I'm assuming if you have my DMX Go, that works with it. So all of their lights and stuff that they offer work with a lot of the equipment and technology that is currently available to everybody. So if you're thinking about upgrading your lighting and stuff like that, this is a great avenue for you guys to be able to choose and get your money's worth. Please put down these gig bars, guys. Please, for the love of God, stop using a gig bar. I know it's easy. I know it's cheap. It's easy. You just grab it, put it in a case, and go home. I get it. But it is not aesthetically pleasing to have something raised up over your head that doesn't fit the decor of what you're doing. Please get rid of these gig bars. I
We
cannot stress
created
that.
we kind of created a new guide on our website just talking about the steps of growing as a DJ and what route you should go as far as lighting goes.
Mhm.
Obviously, back in the day, everybody was like, got to get a gig bar. But since that whole motion has kind of changed, um, definitely need to start with uplights. If you don't have uplights, get uplights. Then second, I would say don't try to jump to the tubes because they are cool. I would get yourself DMX. and then get yourself a set of movers. After movers, then you can start working on the special effects or the eye pleasing lights, kind of like the tubes or the FX Pix bars. But definitely start with uplights, guys. Number one.
And the uplights definitely change. I had a couple. Yes, everybody doesn't know what uplighting. What uplighting can do. I had the couple that I'm doing for Saturday. We talked about uplighting, and I asked, what color would you guys like the room to be to kind of match the decor of what you're gonna, have in there. And the guy was like, "I'm sorry, what's uplighting again? Like, what is that? What does that do?" And I'm like, well, it kind of creates the scene for your evening based on what we're doing. So if you're walking in, it's like that elegant pop, and if we're dancing, it's like the circus around the room. So you can do a lot of stuff with uplighting. He was like, "Oh, do we have that on the table?" Yes, you have that. You have that package.
It's definitely the most bang for the buck too, as far as an investment side of things.
Right.
It covers a lot of area. They're very versatile, especially with new lights like the IR4s. Those things are small. You can if your venue got magnet or metal ceilings or metal anywhere, you can pretty much magnetize them and hang them up all around the room if you wanted to. And then the bright side of them being battery powered, you're pretty much free with that.
And you guys offer cases for everything, right?
Yes, we offer cases for everything.
That's great. That's a big selling point. I had a company reach out to me to want me to advertise moving heads, and I asked, what about the case? How am I going to get this to the gig? And they told me to just use the cardboard box that they sent the light. I said, so you want me to walk into somebody's $20,000-$30,000 wedding with a cardboard box and say, yeah, this is the light we're going to use tonight? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
People have no idea, just zero idea. So let's talk a little bit about the DJ and stuff. So recently, and I tried to find this clip because I was going to have it as a surprise and stuff for you. I was looking for this clip where you and I think it was DJ Show Out and Rick all had you pretty much hosted a New Year's party
live stream.
Right, and you guys just kind of rotated, DJing and stuff like that, but it was live from Rick's house, right?
Yep. It was supposed to be like a boiler room set, but all our friends was scared to get in the cam. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that, and I thought about you remember when we were in COVID and lockdown and all that stuff, and what we used to do and stuff then was, and I remember you used to be in some of these and stuff too, we would DJ and then say, oh, we're going to go over to such and such, and kind of like what Twitch does. And stuff.
Yeah.
If you did something like that for New Year's, like for all the DJs who don't have, you can of course get a sign up and stuff from everybody. Maybe they have to submit a clip or something. I don't know how you do it. But you can do a round robin like that. That way you're not forced to have somebody in one place. You can still be the host and stuff on there. But that would be awesome. That came to me as soon as I saw you guys doing that. I thought to myself, man, if they could just throw it to somebody who's not DJing in that area, right? They can advertise, and I mean, they would have to come to whoever channel's hosting it, so that person would get the views and all that stuff. I mean, it's an idea. It's definitely an idea.
I see what you're talking about. Wait, so that's actually a little bit more on top of what we were thinking about doing this previous year. We were thinking about potentially getting people to jump into the live stream and like Zoom or something,
right?
And DJ as well. But yeah, I do like the idea that you're talking about as far as having somebody else do like a boiler room type of deal, and then having them jump on the stream too. So yeah, that's maybe something we have to think about for this upcoming. That might be
something, yeah. So now, do you do any events and stuff like here? Does it bleed into South Carolina any? Are you just strictly based out of Greensboro?
We pretty much travel all over North Carolina and then some South Carolina. I've only been to like 2 venues in South Carolina at this point.
Okay.
Mostly though, it's all North Carolina, all the way from Asheville to Wilmington. So We pretty much travel everywhere. I would say, on average, I'm traveling an hour and 20 minutes per gig.
That's on average?
Yeah.
Wow. So wow, I guess I need to count my blessings because most of mine are 20 to 30 minutes at most.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of
So,
mad when mine are an hour and a half.
no, dude, just last season, it was probably about 3 or 4 times where I was booked 3 hours out from the house, 4 hours out from the house.
Oh, oh, no, no, no. And what
Yeah.
do? You just kind of stay over and stuff, or do you
Uh,
try to come back the same night?
uh, Most of the time I will stay. 4 hours is usually my like. Once it hit that 3 hour mark, that's where it's like, all right, I'm staying.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I decided to get a hotel and everything. Depending on the event and what time it's starting, will
Uh-huh.
decide if I'm staying 2 nights or one night.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time, though, I like to get there the day before, so I know that I'm there. I also create that relationship with the planner and with the client, to give them that sense of comfort that their DJ not going to be traveling the day of to make it to their event,
Right.
knowing that we're 4 hours away, 5 hours away, and that I'm here and I'm ready to go.
See, you guys hear these nuggets? Didn't I just said that about my Tennessee gig. My Tennessee gig, I got there the day before, and I even put in the video. I got there a whole day before because I didn't want my couple to think I'm trying to travel day of and something happens
Mhm.
and now I can't DJ the event. So a whole day before, plan well ahead, get a room, make a weekend out of it, if you have to in
Oh
some
yeah,
cases, because, from here to Tennessee, I think it was like 6 or 7 hours or something like that. Now, I don't encourage anybody to do what I did. I actually booked 3 events that weekend. So I had to drive home from
ooh,
Tennessee, go to sleep for like 4 hours, and wake up and do a whole nother wedding the next day back here
ooh,
in Columbia. So I don't recommend that to anybody, but that's a highlight and stuff for me. I've never done anything
yeah,
like that, but it was great. My next thing I want to do is I want to fly to somewhere,
mm,
DJ, and then I don't
fly back.
necessarily have to have an event and stuff when I'm the next day, but I would love to fly
Yeah,
somewhere and DJ for somebody. I was really close one time, but man, these travel
yeah.
prices and stuff, man, nobody wants to pay to get the guy out there, man. That's the problem.
My my next dream is a DJ on like a boat or a yacht or some sort. I haven't done a boat party or nothing, so I want to do like a yacht party or a boat party of some sort.
Now, let me tell you, I have been on 2 styles. I've been on a it's not a ferry. Um, I've been on a small yacht, and I've been
Yeah,
on, I can't remember what style of boat that was, but the people got married on the back of the boat where, like, literally she could fall off. They both could fall off.
yeah,
Uh, it's not all what it's cracked up to be, bro. It's not.
really.
The power is crappy. Just because it's just like it's not natural power and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you can't crank the music and stuff out up like that.
Mm.
You can't put anything on stands, so everything is on the floor. And
Oh no.
the table and stuff you have, like, you need something like you remember the event table too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be the best option as far as a table goes, because if you just have a flat table, you're more susceptible to things rocking. But in the event table, it's got those walls and stuff on it,
Well,
so it
yeah.
won't let it. But it's really not all that it's cracked up to be. It
Dang.
really,
See,
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do like a cruise ship or anything, just from some of my homies and their experience, and even going on a a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Um, dude, it's literally the same stuff every night, day in, day out. Like, you can't switch it up. Like, this is what you play. And I heard with some of like the cruise ships and stuff, they like force you a laptop. Like, this is the laptop you use. Yeah, you
Whoa,
can't use your own laptop. You can't use your own library. No, you got to use the company's laptop.
whoa, wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how many DJs would actually sign up for that if they knew that. That would suck. What do I have to do? Bring my own hard drive and hope that it works with the equipment that you guys
Exactly.
are supplying for me?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Um, so what? Speaking of gigs you want to do, what would be your ultimate gig? What's the gig that you say, you know what? If they just gave me a chance to do that would be my dream job, just one time. What's that gig for you?
Honestly, taking me back to college, I would want to DJ a festival of some sort. Now I did like the college stuff, and I did one small festival that was called Numbers Fest at the time, but
Okay.
like Coachella or a Ultra, a EDC, any type of festivals like that. If I had the
Mhm.
chance, even if it's just a small stage, little side stage, one of the stages while people are walking in,
Yeah.
um, be a big goal of mine. Big goal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've told this story too. Yeah, I think one of the things I want to do, I want to DJ for like a professional team.
Yeah.
Just like get in the stadium one time and be like the DJ, the dedicated DJ for the Hornets or something like that. Just give me a season and stuff with them, and I think I'll be good and stuff with that. But um, I also wouldn't mind being like an opener for like an act, like if it was a concert or something like that, being like the mood setter and stuff for an act. I went to a Pitbull concert. I think it was a year and a half and stuff ago, and
Yeah.
they flew a girl out from California to be the opener, and she wasn't trash, but she was. I was like, wow, I I could have done that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she
It
wasn't
that's the worst thing as a DJ
right,
though, is when you go to an event or something and the DJ is just, like, not nearly up to par, or you, like, critique them so much, and it's just
right,
like, "Bro, I could do that now."
right. Like, oh my gosh, like you flew her out here from Cali. You
Yeah.
didn't pick a local dude. Like,
I got my
really?
flash drive in my pocket, let me hop over
Let me
there.
take over your decks for a second. Just be a second. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Speaking of critiquing DJs, who's DJing Rick's event?
Spinelli's doing, Rick's wedding. Rick's gonna we're gonna be vlogging Rick's wedding. Rick is gonna have low-key a movie of a wedding.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Rewind. Hold on. You mean Nick Spinelli is
Yes.
coming down here to you gotta be kidding me.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here. Okay, so the homie Nick Spinelli is going to DJ Rick Webb's wedding.
Yep.
Okay, and so we're gonna make this is gonna be like some epic. I'm sure Rick's gonna pull out all the stuff. He probably pull every light he has in the warehouse and put it at this wedding. I'm pretty
So,
sure.
he's actually keeping it pretty chill from what he said. He said he's just doing some movers, some tubes, of course, and uplights.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So, a lot of people coming over from everywhere for real. We got
That's dope.
Woo Pig be there.
That's what's up. See, now I don't have to go to Expo because everybody gonna be there. That'll be good. That'll work.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Is Spinelli gonna let somebody else hop up there? I wouldn't mind hopping up there.
Oh wait.
Like Nick,
He goes like back the fuck it.
right. Slide over just real quick, bro. Let me get this real quick.
Yeah. I got the flash drive in the pocket.
I know, right? That's nuts. Oh man. So what's next for you guys, man? What's coming up next? What's the next thing that we're gonna hear from you, from the company you help running? Do you have anything to do with the Christmas lights and stuff too, or that's a whole separate area?
Uh, that's a whole separate area. That's mainly Rick's world right now.
Okay.
Um, as far as both lighting stuff goes, I mean, mainly we're pushing to get, since we got a warehouse here. So anybody in the Greensboro, Carolinas area, y'all want to stop by, see some products, feel free to just shoot us a message. But we're working on getting more products in the warehouse, stocking more products to do quality checks and to guarantee better products on delivery. So we're just working on making things easier for all of you all.
That's what's up. And if you guys haven't had a chance to, like I said, check out Both Lighting. Links in the description and stuff down below. And hit up Marcellus if you guys have any questions as far as Both Lighting and things go like that. He can tell you, the full breakdown. He heads that thing. So, I know we see Rick on all these advertisements. I know we tired of all these ads, but if you want to just ask a question, just a full out question, you guys hit up Marcellus and just ask him, because he will give you that information. Bro, I really appreciate you coming through and stuff this evening, man. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. This was awesome.
I appreciate you having me. I had a good time.
No doubt.
Nice to get chit chat here and there.
I know, right? I know. So the next time that I actually see you will be in the next month, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll chop it up and stuff then, man. But I really appreciate you. You guys check out Marcellus on Instagram at DJ Marcellus Doe on Instagram. And if you ever hit up Both Lighting, he is head of that. Remember, it's BothLightingUSA.com. So that you make sure you put in the USA, because that is the one that they run. So appreciate you, bro. I'll let you get back to it and stuff, man. I'll have you on here and stuff again, and we'll chop it up and stuff later.
Sounds good. Have a great night. Be safe, brother.
All right, man. Marcellus Doe in the house. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, man. These interviews and stuff, they are great. I love to have these guys and stuff on here, and we're going to keep the party and stuff going. Next week, I've got another interview and stuff for you guys. I'm just putting people in front of you that I feel like you guys would benefit and stuff from, and these guys they definitely do a great job at what they do. So just like I said, if you need to hit up Marcellus, hit him up on Instagram, DJ Marcellus Doe. I have a link down in the description for Both Lighting if you need to check out some lighting for 2024. Next week, we'll be back at 7 p.m. EST for Twisted Transitions. I've got another great guest and stuff for you, and I'm working on some more guests. If you guys like these guests, make sure you put that down in the comments. Keep the guests coming, or keep the guests rolling. I've got some pretty good ideas for people to bring on here. It doesn't always have to be, the top-notch guy. You can be, somebody that's on same level as us, man. So I'm just trying to put these guys in front of you, because maybe they don't get the same notarization that they should. And I feel like they should. So appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in. If you got gigs and stuff this week, God bless you. God bless you, because it is hard for a DJ out there right now. It is really hard out there, but it's going to get better. 2024, we're going to rock out, man. So appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure you live in to strive, not to survive. We'll see you next week. Peace.